Holy shit. I just got done watching maybe the greatest documentary I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it's probably safe to say it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. The other night I was watching Raiders of the Lost Ark on, I don't remember what channel it was on, but they were showing them all in order, and I decided to put it on and play it out as long as I could till I got tired and go to bed. Anyway, during that, I was like, I'm going to fall asleep at some point, but I want to finish this movie. And I've seen it before. It's not like I haven't seen it before. But I was like, I wonder if I could just watch this anytime. Because if I could, I'll just go to bed. So I look up on Netflix. I look for Raiders of the Lost Ark or Indiana Jones, something. I wanted to find whatever they had. And the first thing that pops up is sorry, we don't have that title, but you may enjoy this. There's a documentary called Raiders. And it is the story. I don't want to ruin it for you. I'll basically give you the synopsis, okay? It is the story of these kids who at 10 years old, after seeing Raiders of the Lost Ark in 1981, decided that they were going to make Raiders of the Lost Ark themselves. Shot for shot, scene for scene. Doing their own special effects, doing their own, everything, scene for scene. This is stuff like kids talk about. All kids, a lot of kids anyway, I know I did this, talked about, what if we can make that, whole thing. My cousin actually tried to remake Rookie of the Year when he was a kid, shot for shot. So, anyway, these guys actually did it. They started at 10 years old. It took them their entire childhood, teenage childhood. It took them from 1982 to 1989 or 1990. It took them, I believe it was 8 or 9 years to finish filming this thing. But, and they grow up, they're acting in it, they're producing it, they're directing it, they're doing it all. Special effects, everything. And they film the entire thing except for one scene that they leave out. They film this entire thing, they have it on a VHS tape, except one scene is cut out and it says, this scene should be here, whatever. And it was the scene at the end where the Jeep blows up and the plane blows up, the big pyrotechnic shit, right? And they didn't have a plane and they didn't have, it's the only thing that they couldn't figure out how to do on their allowance budget. And so they didn't make it, all right? But the rest of the film was complete. They, 30 years later, they get back together to film that one scene that they had never filmed. And that's what this documentary is about. It's telling about the making of all the parts before it. It's showing all the footage of them, basically a making of this fucking thing. And it is one of the most inspiring, emotional, geeky, incredible things I've ever watched in my life. I literally was feeling emotion watching this thing. I was tearing up towards the end. No lie, I'm not exaggerating. I was really, my heart was, breaking, melting, whatever you want to call it. Tears were coming. This thing, not only is it, the coolest thing ever, but it's really great. And, it's the coolest thing ever that these kids did this. But the making of it was so beautiful, and this doc about it is so beautiful. I have to. I'm on a mission. I have to see this thing. And I'm sure they show it in, indie film places and stuff like that. I have to see a screening of this film that they made. I have to. It is my life's mission right now to see it. So, anyway, if you've never heard of this, you're just like me. I had never heard of it. I guess it came out in 2015. Go watch this thing. Go watch this thing. Even if you're not a fan of Raiders of the Lost Ark, you will think this is incredible. I promise you. That's it. That's my video. I just had to talk about this. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video. If you enjoy stuff like this where I just talk about things that I enjoy, movies, series, comic books, nerd shit, that kind of stuff, pop culture, if you're into that sort of thing, subscribe for more because that's what I do here. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.